Okay.
That's good.
Good?
All good.
Well, welcome back to another Agbra Unfiltered. We have changed venues today. We're here actually in the Agbra Arms. The weather dictated that really, but we are here to discuss so much that has happened since the last episode, particularly the Fylde game and then Monday's game against Leamington. Stuart, what's your feelings at this moment in time as a kiddie fan?
Man.
As positive as you were, or less positive?
I really want things to go well. Obviously, it sounds silly, but I think I was optimistic that we would get off to a good start and we would be all that Adam Murray has stated he wants from the team. And I think in pre-season, I saw a bit of that, and I thought, we played the Solihull friendly and all that, and I thought actually it's going to be good. And here we are. We're a bit. We've been a lackluster, maybe is a word, at times. We've had good moments, but I don't know. The weekend wasn't the best, was it?
Well, I think the problem is for us, we have been very pro-Murray, and I think we're still in that camp. We like what he says, what he's about.
Yeah.
And we're really for the Harriers. We, as most of you who've been watching Arthur as well, we love our football club, and therefore we've come into it in this season with high optimism.
Yeah.
Liam, would you agree that that's what most Harriers fans do come in? They come in with high optimism in the season.
Absolutely. Yeah, the bookies don't put us as favourites for no reason, do they? I think the way it happened this week, and I think the way we lost the fight, I weren't there, but the radio commentary is quite clear. But and again, there was some negatives to take away from Monday, but how else would you rather win a game than how we did it?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That like on Monday, the game against Leamington, we were 2-0 up.
Yeah.
And you thought, 2-0, we've got this in the bag. They got a goal, free kick, good goal, I suppose. Dibble didn't stand much chance. Then we switched off, and they got another goal. It's 2-2, and the people around me got up and walked out, and there were a few people walking out.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, that's the last thing you want to see, isn't it? I understand it, but it's the last thing, because that brings down morale. And then you get the goal, and it was like, you're up because it's a great goal and etc. But part of you is like that we scraped it, and it's like we shouldn't have scraped it.
So let's just. None of us were at the Fylde game. There was loads of things that went on at the Fylde game that we could hear on the radio.
Yeah. Things
coming through, so like fans getting poorly, grounds people getting poorly, all that sort of stuff. Would that have had an effect upon those players, do you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it can't be helpful having to go off and come back onto warm-up, but that was close to the end of the game. And I think it was just disappointing how we equalised and conceded quite soon after.
But by all accounts, I think our equaliser was a bit of a lucky goal, effectively. I think it was more of a cross that went in. And then straight away, they go and score, so you're down again. And I think that seems to be a common theme. We have good moments, we switch off, the other team scores, and I think that's difficult. And I think that happened at Fylde, and I think against Leamington, who so far this season have probably been we were on the same points, similar results, so we're probably pretty equal. So to come out on top is a good thing. But
is that being overly kind and optimistic? Because ultimately Leamington are a part-time club, and we're not picked. As we've started this podcast, we don't want to go too negative. Okay, so at times we've been sort of told that we're too positive.
Yeah.
Okay, and we want to be the bridge where we can be the even keel along here. Let's break down the Leamington game a little bit, because I thought that we started off really positive, got that goal.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but we all sort of kind of sit quite close to one another. I thought we were going to go on, and you know, me and you were having jokes, weren't we, Liam? I was saying, Dibble will get a goal and we'll be 10-0 up or whatever it is, and You know, obviously that was exaggerations, but there was hope within that.
Yeah.
I think that first goal, you thought, here we go, we've clicked.
And it was an own goal, but I think the goal was made because Seb Thompson got down, good cross in, their player put his leg out, kind of scooped into the net. So you have made the goal, we haven't scored it. And that's perhaps a bit of a concern, that we still haven't scored from open play, like properly, you know.
So I was thinking about this because on Monday night, we're going to break down Monday in a minute. But on Monday night, I went home and then I watched the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
The Liverpool-Newcastle game. And I thought it was really interesting. It was almost like an identical watch to a degree to what we just watched with the last-minute goal and England snatching it, Newcastle coming back, all of that sort of stuff, right? And then I was watching some analysis about it, and I can't remember who said it, but I think it might have been Jamie Carragher, and he was basically saying Liverpool right now are more attacking than they've been before. But even their defenders are more attacking, and therefore it's leaving them open, and their defence has become weaker. Now, often people think because they've got Virgil that they've got a solid defence. I then have been thinking about that the last couple of days. Is that similar to us? Do we have a defence that is leaving us too open and prone to this attack and counter and stuff like that?
I just think that for Adam's style of play, I think we have no choice for the defenders to be playing out from the back, and I personally think it's a good style of football. From the parts we've seen over like the first 30 minutes of Monday's game, we, as Adam's alluded to, we controlled that game really. I think we passed backwards once in the first half an hour. Every other ball was forward or to the side.
And that's the thing, is it the way you pass back? So our second goal really was gifted to them. I think it was Obi made a sideways pass to someone. You know, it gets knocked off by one of their players, and then it's caused issues, hasn't it? It's
because the foul game. So I had a text from someone who's involved in Fylde, and they basically said we should have been 6-0 up. Harry should have been 6-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
And their comment was that our number 10, which is Adigan, looked like a tidy, good player.
Yeah.
And they were surprised at how poor we were in many ways.
Yeah.
And that felt that maybe they said basically Adam must be feeling very frustrated at that. Yeah. To which I kind of said, yeah, he is. I'm sure he is. And then coming into Monday's game with Leamington, we started off that excitement, and then it kind of just like we petered out, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Should have we been 2 or 3 up by half time?
Yeah, and I think that's what Adam Murray's saying, isn't it? That his words were we should be putting teams to the sword, because I think we're forward thinking. We've got, Devine goes down this wing. You've got Seb Thompson up there. I thought there was some good balls through the middle. Jack Clark was playing well. I like the fact he looks up and he can make a pass, and he's looking for the forward pass. And everything's forward, but you've got to get goals.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it seems that, it's almost like everything's forward, and we seem to forget that they can also go forward. And the team comes forward at us, and we seem to go into a bit of a panic mode. And if we don't deal with it well, they get a goal, and their heads go down, and they're panicking.
Why are we not seeing Xander coming on earlier, or even starting? Because I actually think so. He has scored. Did he score in open play in the first goal? I think in the first game.
It was Devine scored in the first game, wasn't it?
But I thought Xander scored as well. Am I right? Was it a one?
It was Scarpa 1-0 on the first game of the season.
So it was Devine, wasn't it? Sorry, yeah. So, but
You shut up, you dumb idiot.
I thought Xander came on and changed that game. I thought he lifted stuff.
Yeah.
So forgive me for getting that wrong, even though I was there. I've slept between them. But I think there is something, a player in Xander that actually could help us. He's got a good build about him.
Yeah.
He's fit, he's athletic. I'm just not sure that he's being utilised correctly at this moment in time. I wonder if he's a starter rather than a super sub.
Maybe.
Well, I think we're in a situation where we've not been in for a long time. years gone by, the starting 11 you could pick quite easily because there wasn't that depth, and while it's a good problem to have, you still want some consistency, don't you?
Yeah. I think as a player, you probably like to think I've made this position my position.
Yeah.
And so therefore this game, this is the team that's going to start almost certainly. And I think that gives.
But the only player at the moment that is deserving of that, realistically, is Joe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's outstanding every game he plays.
He is.
And he plays with his heart on his sleeve, and that's what we like to see.
Yeah, that's right.
I heard some people moan about AMS when he came on. Oh, he's falling over, he's doing this. But I actually think he did a job, and I do think he does a job. I think he holds up play. I think he gets involved. He defends. He's vocal. He grabs hold of that team, and I wonder if he wasn't on the pitch, would we have got the goal?
I think he made, in some ways, he made the opportunity by probably pushing the rules quite a bit. He was being held a bit, but also I think he held the goalie back, which meant the goal was free, and Riley Reynolds headed it.
He's got a bit of an Emil Heskey about him.
Yeah.
Because I think Emil Heskey often used to get hammered for not being the most prolific of scorers, but
That's
when
right,
he was placed with... So I was reflecting about this the other day, because my kids were asking about Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Why was he so good at Liverpool? And I said, well, actually, he was naturally gifted. It was his best years of his life. But I also think it was who he was playing with.
Oh,
Because in England as well,
Yeah.
he played so well in England, but it was because he played with a player like Emil, who would hold up the play, who would take the beatings and the bruisings. He would score the old goal and, he'd do a job.
That's right.
Sometimes I think because we're so desiring of Amari to score 20, 30 goals a season, or even 15, 16 goals a season, we think he's not doing the job that he's meant to be doing. But I actually think he's doing a job that's sometimes more as important as scoring goals.
I think he's important to the team coming on. I think, again, this game, he took off Willoughby, didn't he, and brought AMS on. So he was effectively a lone striker again.
But he kept Seb on, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did, that's right. Did he?
He did, didn't he, Liam?
I can't think till the very end.
And then he limped off, didn't he?
I think it was. I think Reynolds might come on for him, but it was an additional time when he went off, so he played most of the game.
Yeah, and what I was a bit unsure about, AMS came on, and there was a couple of things he did. He tried to get a foul, and he was throwing himself really. And I get what he was doing, but I thought that was a shame. Really, it's like you kind of. I don't know. But Riley Reynolds, I'm glad he got a goal. Because I don't think he scored. Did he score when he was here before?
I don't know, but there's a real player inside of him.
Yeah, and I think he's a player. Like we've said before on this podcast, you get your players like AMS, like Hemo was before. You feel like an affinity with them, and I think he's one. I think people are glad he's come back. You know what I mean? It's quite exciting because I think last season he's like tenacious, isn't he?
It's a great way to describe him.
He doesn't take any messing, and he's
no, and I think that he deserved the goal.
Yeah, totally.
Again, he plays a bit like Joe. He's quite forward, ferocious, and he really wants it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Jordan Tunnicliffe? Liam, what was your assessment of Jordan? I thought he was good.
Yeah, I think he was fairly fine. I think him and Innocent together on that one side played very well together.
Yeah, they did. There was a moment, I don't know if you heard it, I thought it was a brilliant thing he did. I think it was Seb or someone like that was slow to bring the ball back. It was for a free kick or throw-in, and he shouted, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. He just shouted and went, "Hurry up now! We haven't got all day. Let's keep going." Because he wanted the ball to be moving. He wanted to get back into play.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's what we need from our captains.
That's right,
We need the voice. We need the vocalism. We need someone to command what's going on. Because Adam's screaming from the touchline. You can hear him all over the Agba.
Yeah.
But he needs some people on the pitch. That's why he's got this leadership team. I thought Jordan deserved his place in that team.
Totally.
Would you start him in the next game?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I hope that's the starting 11.
Do you?
I mean,
with Cam in the back, are you comfortable with Cam in the back?
yeah, I like Cam Candola. I think he has a moment in him at times. You think, is he up to the speed of the game? But I think he's quite good, and I like him in there.
Kai Innocent, then you just mentioned him, Liam, signed from Eastbourne. He seems to be influxed with a lot of Eastbourne players, and often this happens when managers move, players move with them.
Yeah.
I have to say, I thought he was one of the most robust Eastbourne players we've signed.
Yeah.
He came in like running already. He up and running already. He didn't need the pre-season with all the boys. He got it. He's got a little bit of that Carl Morrison, Matt Prescott in him. A little bit of aggression.
Yeah.
I'm just good to see him getting clattered or clattering other players in a good way without getting cards.
That's right. Yeah. He goes again forward thinking, which is a good thing, isn't it? I want to see that. This is where I'm a bit dubious about Obi at times. I'm not sure. I think when the ball's up and he's so tall, he heads it well. It's going forward. I think if the ball, sometimes he gets a bit out of sorts. I hope that's just starting. We're only how many games are we had? 4 now, 5 games. We've still got a whole season ahead. So hopefully players like that, they
not even
build
in September
into
yet.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think sometimes
exactly.
there can be panic, can't there, this early on? Why are we not up there? Why are we not pushing? But we said like a few pods ago that actually 10 games in is when we can make the assessment, right?
And I think as well, and as a fan, I don't want to think like this, but in some ways, I was thinking about it through the other day. I would see this as a 2-season plan. You want this season to go up, don't you? You want to get playoffs,
Yeah, sure.
You want to get promotion. Of course you do. But I would like to think Adam Murray would be around for 2 seasons at least to get us promoted. So if we don't go up this season, if we're not quite there, build again in the summer and go, rather than... Somebody said to me, one of the people I sit by, they didn't think he'd be there by Christmas. I'm like, I want him to be there.
But I think there is with our fan group, and I think with any fan base, there is a vocal minority that are very negative. Would you agree with that, Liam?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've seen a few comments already saying like, I don't know how to bring Phil back, but I think we'd be in the same position if Bill was still around. So I think he sort of got found out in the league, didn't he, by the end of the season. I think at the time we were disappointed that he left, but at the same time, I still think it's the right choice.
Yeah, I do. And I was reflecting on Phil because actually a lot of the games, there were good scores. There were early scores, and he was getting there were other games where we were very found out. But I think you are right on that assessment. We got found out towards the end of the season, and we burnt out towards the end of the season. And sadly, there was a lot of the players that we probably could have done with holding on to have gone.
Yes.
And
exactly.
and actually, therefore, if Phil had stayed, who knows who we would have had in?
That's right.
Because what connections does he have? I mean that in the greatest of respects. So please don't feel like let's not get on to Phil Bash again this week. But if you think about it, the players Dave Worrell and Carl Morrison. Well, Dave Worrell is towards the end of his career.
That's right.
And Carl Morrison was looking for the next step up ultimately, and has been for a while. So who else could he have signed? He could have signed some diamonds, maybe, but I very much doubt it at the same time. Whereas Adam knows this level quite well, and he knows the levels above as his reputation as first team coach. So the hope is that he'll get the best out of some of these players, and we can already see some of that in David Davis.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I thought it's probably the worst game I've seen him play since Adam's come in on Monday, and I didn't think he was terrible on Monday. Yeah. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think he has started very strong. I think another person put that Patrice, Joe, he's definitely another level this season.
Yeah.
At the end of games, he's the one that's still running.
That's right.
Yeah, and actually that's what you want to see in your team, isn't it? People running, people desiring to see victory at the end of the day. And I think that if the team, again, had lost their steam, as they were, to be honest with you, towards the end of last season, that's what was happening, and we were getting found out and getting caught out. But there seemed to be a bit of fight and spirit inside of the guys that we've got, and an energy to keep going.
Yeah.
And it got us over the line. Now, ultimately, when you go back to their dressing room, Leamington will feel like that's a point lost effectively,
Totally.
and they'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
We'll probably go, and a lot of us went, oh, phew. And I'm sure that they will have analysed this, the players and the staff, and gone. And you could hear Adam Murray going, "This could be better. We know we're close, but we're not quite there." Yeah. But ultimately, it's a victory. It's 3 points in the bag, and that's all that matters so far.
And one victory can make a big difference. Confidence, a boost to get you, think forward thinking. I think the Oxford game the week before, 1-1. We were 1-0 down. We came back, Alex Penny goal. And I felt that if we'd have gone on to win that, as we might have done, we'd have robbed Oxford, really, because I think they held their own. Whereas Leamington, we should have won it. And we did win it. So, you think, okay, we won it and probably with a better team overall. But still, I don't know.
Well, I think what's interesting is now we look ahead to the next couple of games, we're not going to be at home. So we've got 2 games where...
quickly again.
Yeah, so we've got Curzon away on Saturday, which is, an hour and a half, 2 hours trip up to Manchester way. And then straight after that, you've got your Kings Lynn away.
And that's a journey.
So that is a journey on a Tuesday night as well. The weather is starting to turn. So for instance, today, because we're recording this on a Thursday, it has rained, then the sun's come out, then rained, and then the sun's come out, and then rain. And it hasn't just been a little bit of rain, it has been biblical rain.
Heavy.
And I watched the Grimsby game last night. What a game that was, especially if you...
I'd rather be a Kiddie fan than a Man United fan.
Oh, it's brilliant. I'm just loving it. And I was so stressed watching those penalties for Grimsby last night, but it was great. And it was good to see, and as a reminder, that because my kids watched it this morning and they said, how come they're allowed on the pitch? Why are the fans doing that? What's going on?
Yeah.
Have they won a trophy? I'm like, no, they haven't won a trophy. They've just beat one of the big boys.
That's right.
And they're like, well, what league are they in? I'm like, 2 leagues above us. And they're like, oh my gosh, can this happen to us? Yes, it absolutely can. And we know it because we've done it with Reading, or we've been there with West Ham. Yeah. And who's to say that this year we can't do the same thing again and have another go? So there's lots to look forward to. But let's think about those 2 games. So Curzon away. What's your thoughts? The last time I went there away, this was a long time ago. I haven't done this trip for a while. John Pemberton was the manager, and he got sacked straight after that game. It was an awful game for him. I was not a fan of John Pemberton. He was not a particularly nice gentleman. Okay. And I just remember afterwards him not getting on the coach and thinking that's him done. And sat with Russ Penn, and Russ was like, "Yeah, that'll be him done, I think." And it was. He was gone after that. So,
how are they doing so far, Curzon?
I'm not actually sure, to be honest with you.
I think they're probably around where we are in the league, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're a tidy outfit, aren't they? I think they always seem to be there and thereabouts ultimately, and I think that. You've got them, and then the big game afterwards will be Kings Lynn, and Kings Lynn are doing well.
Yeah.
And they're a bit of a bogey team. I know we beat them in the playoffs, didn't we, when we went the year we got promoted through the playoffs. But I think they tend to be a hard team for us to beat. So last season when we went there, we came here and watched it. Were you here watching it with us?
I can't remember.
I watched it here on that screen, and we was that the 4-0 where they beat us. We beat them at home, if I remember right.
Are you just checking out where Curzon are now?
Yeah, I'm just going to look at this.
While you're doing that, let's just talk a minute. So,
I think Curzon will be a good test because they don't get many fans. I've been to a few games there. They've always been a Tuesday night for some reason, but I think the attendance was less than 500. And I think it'd be an interesting test because in the league, Accra's probably one of the loudest stadiums. So the players probably thrive on that.
We're on 8 points, they're on 6 points.
what position are they in?
They're in 14th.
14th at the moment, and we're in 10th.
Yeah, and then we've got
So then the game after. So then after that we've got Kingsland, and we're
same
Kingsland.
points as us.
So they're just above us, and then straight after that we've got Macclesfield, haven't we?
Yeah, and then Macclesfield are at the same points as us. So so we're now about to play 3 games that will have a massive impact on.
I mean, what's interesting is Scarborough in the playoffs currently. Well, not that it means anything, but we beat Scarborough
First game,
comfortably on that
yeah.
first game.
Yeah.
And although it was 1-0, I felt like that flattered them a little bit. That 1-0, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And so I think like there are moments where, you know, it is clicking, but there are other moments where I think whatever they need to do, there's some. And he talked about it, Adam, in his post-match interview. Did you hear he talked about bringing in a psychologist or someone to help them with the?
Yes.
And you know, I think that needs to happen. There needs to be some connectivity.
That's right.
Obviously, the one thing that we all sometimes forget here is he's a new manager. It's a completely new coaching staff as well.
Yeah, everything's new.
Literally, the only thing that's stayed the same really is Dan.
Yeah.
In that, and I think the physiotherapist as well.
Yeah.
Everybody else has changed and completely changed how they've done it. Where before it would have been manager and first team coach or assistant being him and Neil.
Yeah.
For a long time, and Russ and Jim before that. This is completely new thinking. Then on top of that, you've got new players.
Yeah.
And not just like 4 or 5.
It's
You're talking a whole new squad,
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah.
And who are trying to gel and who are trying to work out where their position is and jolt a little bit. You've got some existing people with existing history in the club, and they're trying to figure out, well, what does this mean for me? What's going on? And there'll be still some of them going, and those players that I played with last year are now playing in leagues above me or getting paid more than me. What does that look like for me?
Yeah.
So there's some of that. The question is then, have we got a bit of a hangover from last season still?
I think potentially. I think it was such a disaster, that Southport game. I don't think we'll ever get over that. But I think for the players that have stayed around, as you said, have seen the team change massively. A lot of their mates have probably left the club. We haven't really touched upon that, but it's some relationships build off the field. Like I know Hemmings and Morgan Smith were quite close friends off the pitch, whereas with new players coming in, it's all about building those groups again.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, so you've got, like I say, a whole new squad effectively. You've still got Dibble, you've still got Joe Folks, you've still got Alex Penny and Reece Devine and Amari.
So you got a spide, haven't you?
Yeah, but it is new. But I probably we the problem as fans, of course, I think we got National League North, got relegated. You know, you look at that, you think if Phil Brown had come in sooner, maybe you never know now. But so then we came down. We basically kept the team. We had the additions of Kyle Morrison and Dave Worrell, etc. later on, which really boosted us. You got Hemmings scoring 30-odd goals, and you know, which was unusual. And then, so we've had a pretty settled team, and now we haven't. But we've kind of had that expectation of where we would have been, if you see what I mean. So we were fighting for promotion. Maybe our expectations need to be tempered by the fact that it's so new. I don't know. I want to get promoted.
Yeah, I think we all do, don't we? There are real positives though. We've got to hold on to those positives.
Yeah.
Look for what he's doing. You know, what I love is the honesty from Adam more than anything. He's not frightened to just be like, he's not calling out players like Phil would have done or staff. And I didn't really like that when he was doing that. And
That's right.
I thought that was just a bit mean, a bit old school. You might disagree with me. I think I've gone a bit late, but I just didn't think that was good, to be honest with you. I think those sorts of things should be kept behind closed doors.
Yeah.
What I like is that Adams is alluding to, actually, we've got some issues here, but we can fix them.
Yes.
And if we can't fix them, then we'll need to make some decisions quickly to move forward. And what I know about him and what is confirmed to me about him from others, is that he's very decisive. He makes his decisions, and he's not frightened to stand by them, even if they're quite controversial to the sense of. So I don't know this, so don't ever think I've got this inside knowledge. But I would imagine that if a player has been brought in who can't do what he wants them to do, he wouldn't be frightened to get rid of them.
Yeah.
For the player's sake and for the club's sake as well. So I think that's the sort of manager we're talking about here, and I think that's good.
And I think what we've seen in the last couple of seasons, you still, with being able to sign players throughout the season, if you get to Christmas and things aren't as good as they could be, etc., they can make changes, and hopefully bring in a player or two that can do what he wants them to do.
Yeah.
If needed, we might get there and we're flowing and it's all good.
Now, me and Liam are going to have a chat. I would like you to get the fixtures up on your phone because we're going to do score predictor. Okay. Liam, we have talked about the kit, and I just want to highlight again that was sold out pretty much, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're going off the shelves quick, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's worth getting yourself a kit if you want one because they are going high and fast. So you want to get involved in that. The other thing to mention is that there is a new kit shop underneath the East Stand with the purple granite. I'm right in thinking.
There is, yes.
Was it open on Saturday?
It was before the game, yes.
Was it? So it's before the game, not during the game.
Yeah.
Then. So you can't pop down and go, "Oh, I need a scarf" or something like that. Because I said to my missus, I said, "Can you have a look down there when you take the kids for a wee to see if it's open?" And she said, "Oh, I couldn't see it." So it's before the game.
Yeah.
So it's worth getting in early.
Talking about scarves,
Yep.
I've still got my unlucky scarf, which I don't know what to do.
Should we pray over it?
2 games I took it to last season. I had it for Father's Day or something.
Oh, you brought it to Southport, didn't you?
I took it to Southport. It's his first outing. And then I took it to the playoff semi. So far, I don't know what to do. Burn it or wear it. I don't know.
Burn it.
The unlucky scarf.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, let's go through some of these then. Coming up then.
So Saturday.
Yeah.
Telford, Spennymoor.
Telford at home, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Telford 2, Spennymoor 1. Liam, what you got?
I'd go 1-0 Spennymoor.
Okay.
Would you? What's the deal on the table there?
Oh, now you're going to look at the table and see where they are.
It says, we're at Telford.
Probably towards the bottom, and I've made an absolutely terrible mistake there. Yeah, so where's Spennymoor? They're towards the top.
They're in the playoffs at the moment.
I'll still stick by that 2-1 and just go shut that one.
I'll go 1-1.
Okay.
Curzon, Ashton, Kidderminster. Who are they?
I'm going to go
2-1 Kiddie.
I'm going to go 2-1 Kiddie as well.
Like 2-0 Kiddie.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
That.
Confidence.
Positive.
Fylde, Bedford.
I'm going to go 2-2.
I think Fylde will 3-2.
Oh.
I think Fylde will win 2-0.
Okay.
Hereford, Alfreton.
I'm going to go Alfreton 5-0. Now, Alfreton, I reckon Alfreton 2-0 on that one, to be honest with you.
I'd love Alfreton to win by any score, but I think it'll be 1-0.
I wonder what Alfreton are like this season, because they've been, when they come down to us last season and the season before, no, it wouldn't have been before, they were terrible, they were awful to play against. I think Alfreton will win 2-1.
Hereford just went.
I just wish I keep losing.
To be honest with you, I can't wait for Boxing Day at this point.
Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? If they keep losing like that.
Oh, no, it'd be good. Come on. Right, go on.
Kings Lynn, Merthyr.
Well, Merthyr, I think, has surprised a lot of people. It certainly surprised me this year because they've come up to this league and arguably they've probably been like a bit of an underdog, really. No, but I certainly wrote them off. I thought they were going to go straight back down, but they seem to be doing well and holding their own.
Yeah.
And who have they got? Kings Lynn?
Kings Lynn, yeah. They're away at Kings Lynn.
I reckon.
As we will be.
I'm going to say 2-1 Kings Lynn.
I'll say 1-0.
1-1.
I think 2-0 Kings Lynn.
Okay.
Leamington, Chorley.
Well, Chorley, see, Chorley are a team that surprise you, and they've got a good fan base
at the moment.
Yeah, see, they're one to watch. I think I'm going to go 3-1 Chorley. It's at Leamington, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
I'll still give it 3-1.
2-1.
Oh, yeah.
2-1 Chorley. To 1-2.
Go 1-0 to Chorley.
1-0 Chorley.
Okay.
So Macclesfield, Darlington.
Two big clubs, aren't they, really? Ex-league clubs, really.
Yeah, I mean, Darlington have been. I mean, they're just below us, effectively.
Maxwell are above us. I'm going to go 1-1.
Go 0-0.
I'm going to go
1-0.
1-0 Macclesfield. Marine Peterborough Sports.
It's like I don't know how to describe them as like I was going to say two unstoppable forces, but they're definitely not unstoppable. Do you know what I mean? Two forces coming together. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go 0-0 with that.
I'm going 0-0.
1-1. Oxford City, Radcliffe. See, having played Oxford,
I'm going to go Oxford 1-0.
I'm going to go Radcliffe 1-0.
Okay.
where are they? So Radcliffe are currently on 6. Yeah, I think Oxford 1-0.
Yeah.
Scarborough, Southport.
Well, Scarborough are doing well. They're kind of like 4th, 5th at the moment, and I think they've actually, other than us, they've done quite well since us. And actually, I have to say, when we played them, and we played them last year, and I looked at this and looked at them and thought, they are a big, strong team.
They are, yeah.
And they're not frightened to get involved.
They've obviously started picking up points.
Yeah, they have, and I think like sometimes like adversity spurs people on, and I wonder if the adversity of what's happened with their ground, feeling a bit homeless, has really pushed them on. So I'm going to go 2-1 Scarborough.
I'll go the same result, 2-1.
Yeah,
I'll go 2-0 Scarborough.
Okay.
South Shields, Buxton. Well, South Shields are top.
I'm going to be brave and say South Shields going to win 4-0.
Really? Wow, I'm going to go. I'd go more 2-1 to South Shields. I think Buxton are a decent little outfit as well.
Yeah, I mean, they when we went there last season, they were hard to play against on that.
Yeah, they've made some good signings as well.
Yeah, I reckon they might be surprised there, 1-1.
Okay.
And finally, Worksop, Chester.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Worksop win, to be honest with you.
Well, they're both on 7 after 5 games. So it's going to be close.
I'm going to say 1-1.
I'll go 2-0 Chester.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Chester.
Okay. So we'll look at those scores next week and see where we're at.
Yeah.
And see how terrible our score predictions are. At the halfway point, we will tot up our scores, see how many points we've got between us. We'll work that out, and then there will be a forfeit for the person who is losing at the halfway point of the season.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have no doubt it will be me.
I'm rubbish at predicting.
So we'll, every team that I predicted the other week just went the opposite way. So I'm pretty sure that will happen this time as well. So
this shows, doesn't it? It's a tough league. It's like to predict anything. So at the moment, South Shields are ahead in the league. They're top of the league. But last season it was like that. Not Scarborough. Who was
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
They were flying, and then suddenly they weren't flying.
And we said a couple of episodes ago when we interviewed Adam, he said he feels like the National League North is going to be as tight as the National League South was last year.
Yeah.
And it was so tight, the South last year.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're in for this year. I do not think this is going to be a walk in the park.
No, totally.
Blaze it. Because we should have blazed this league last year. When we got past Hereford, we should have been strolling the park. And some of that was because of that attitude that we all had, and I think then it became complacency within the team. But I do think it's going to be competitive. But I think that we should be within a chance of getting promotion this year.
Yes, I agree. We'll get playoffs. I hope.
And then we're back home on Saturday the 5th, is it, or something like that?
Tuesday. Oh, back home, yeah, on the
It's the Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
It's
yeah.
Macclesfield, isn't it? Here, which I'm really excited for.
So Macclesfield at 3:00 on the Saturday. We're obviously away at Kings Lynn on the Tuesday in between.
Fancy a Tuesday night away?
No.
Fancy it, Liam?
I can't, I'm afraid. Got a bit of work.
Got a bit of work, yeah. Yeah, I think I've got a new job that I'm starting, so I can't do that one either. What a shame. But hopefully it's on the Zone, or we can catch up and we'll watch it or listen to it. And,
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we'll obviously review that back in one of the other podcasts.
And like, again, we're talking about stability. A lot of these teams would have changed since last season as well.
Yeah.
I don't know per se, but that'd be the case, wouldn't it?
So, in the coming weeks ahead, we've got a few things that we've got lined up. So we've got a couple of interviews lined up. So we'll get those recorded and then dropped out on the podcast as well. As we've gone out tonight, hopefully this will sound good and sound okay. We probably will be out and about. And so if you want to be involved in the podcast, just drop us a comment, send us a message. We'd love to have you involved in it. It's a real possibility to do it on the road. Is there anything else to chat about tonight, gents?
I think the one thing I was thinking about was the performance of the ref and lines.
Oh my gosh, they were so bad again.
On the ref on Monday, he was, I don't know, he didn't give us much at all and seemed to give them plenty. It was a bit strange.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, we did get stuff off him, but
The linesman at one point missed something because he was looking at his feet.
yeah.
And I was shouting at him, "Stop looking at your feet, look at the game, look at the game." And even my 4-year-old was shouting at him, "What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you allowing this to happen?"
Yeah.
I thought, if a 4-year-old can see it.
So there was Seb Thompson who got pushed over because we were in the East Stand.
Yeah.
And nothing was given. Nothing. 3 or 4 minutes later, there's a similar incident, and straight away, yellow card to our player.
Yeah, it was odd that, wasn't it?
It was really strange. Really strange.
It feels like the refereeing, but you may always feel this when you're watching your team, is very biased against us at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And that's a very loaded thing to say, but it does feel very loaded against us.
Yeah.
Was it the flipping fourth official couldn't even get the numbers right on the board, could they? I mean, what is that
And
about?
I think that was it. Wasn't it? That we needed, at that point, we were 2-2, and I think Adam Murray was having a right go about that, because that takes time. You're wasting time.
Yeah. But you're also wasting energy out of the players and adrenaline and all of that sort of stuff, and you just want to just get going, keep going, keep just So
yeah.
Anyway, look, we've got a lot to look forward to going forward. There's a few things coming up in the life of the club, so you will hear it often. We are not sponsored by the club. We're not owned by the club. We are an independent podcast, but we do work closely with the club and other people. I just want to mention the Curry with Murray. If you fancy it, it's right here on the 4th of September, 7 p.m. arrival. It is, if you're a season ticket holder as well, you get 10% off, so it's worth going to that, and you can have a chat with Adam yourself, hear him speak, hear his thoughts. You don't even have to listen to a podcast. You can actually hear the man speak, and I'm sure he will be honest, he'll be raw, and he'll be truthful to what he says. He's a man of integrity, and I'm sure that he'll have assessments so far of this season, but I'm also sure that he will be positively looking forward ahead and thinking, actually, we can overcome this, and I haven't come here just to make up the numbers. I've come here to win.
Yeah.
And he said that to me a number of times. So if you haven't signed up for that, I really encourage you to sign up for that. A few of us will probably be there. It'll be great to see you there as well. If you want to get involved in the podcast, drop us a message, like, subscribe, and share over all the platforms that you can as well. And should we leave it there tonight, gents?
Let's do that.
Should we leave it here?
Yeah.
Great. See you soon.
See you soon.
See you soon.